everybody. I'm Eduardo, the pusher. Welcome to this amazing day. We're going to get this hot Onnit class cracking. I'm excited. I just did a little yoga flow. If y'all missed that, sorry. My lower back was tight. It was just what I needed to get my lower back to release. So if your lower back's tight and you need a release right after this class, blackswanyoga.com/live. If you're not already there, it's Yoga Wake and Flow, or Wake and Flow Yoga by Eduardo the Pusher. All right, so today's focus is going to be arms. We're going to hit whole body, but arms are going to take the brunt of the work today. Now, if your arms are blown out today already, you can use this arm day as a recovery for your arms, just as well as you can trash your arms by pushing hard through this workout. So you choose the intensity. If you really need to push, then ramp it up. If you need the recovery, you can do all the things that we're doing way slower, way controlled, or I'll give you another variation to make it feel doable. All right. So I'm going to start in a kneeling position. And so if you're a person like myself that has been hit in the kneecaps quite a few times from football or landing on them from basketball, track and field, any of the things, you might need a little extra padding on the knees. And so you're going to have your toes tucked back behind here. And you're going to start with your hips stacked over your knees and your shoulders somewhere over your hips and knees. You're going to let your lips seal closed. You're going to find this opening of your airways here. Take a big inhale through the nose. And you're going to exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Squeeze your hips forward. Exhale through the mouth. Let your hips come back just a touch. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, come back slightly. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. So start to build that. Inhale, shifting forward, creating this bowing sensation. Hips go forward. Shoulders roll back. Palms open up. Exhale. Put more weight into the knees, the toes, and the hips back. Let the shoulders kind of round. Inhale, pull forward. Exhale to find. And you can take the arms even further. Slowly come back to that kneeling position. Untuck the toes. Maybe go ahead and give yourself a couple of those fast taps on the tops of the feet. All right, I'm going to walk the knees back. You're going to come to Quadra Bed position, hands and knees. And here, kind of play around with it. Get the hands wide toward that outside edge of your mat. Let the knees follow suit. So hands wide, knees wide. And then here, starting with the upper body, sway the upper body from side to side. Try to let your shoulders shift off of your mat. Back on, shift the other shoulder off the mat, back on. And then come back somewhere through center. You're going to do that same thing with the hips. Shift the hips to one side, and then the other side. might not be able to come all the way off the mat. I know I just tried to do that and it didn't do that. So just side to side with the hips here. And then you're going to take the hips and the shoulders side to side. And then we're going to start this zigzag. So let the hips come back over the heels. You're going to go side to side. And you're going to work your way forward, side to side. As far as you want to take it. Maybe you can come where your weight's over your wrists, side to side. And then slowly start to reverse that zigzag going the other way. Side to side going back. Keep that going. Side to side going forward, side to side going back. Find some kind of good sensation. Maybe adding that bend into the elbows. You can get an extra push-pull from one side to the other. And then when you get to the hips forward, maybe shifting one shoulder forward, one shoulder back. And then going back into your zigzags, taking it all the way back. You can let it even come down to the forearms. Shifting side to side. Forward as far as you can let that go, and then back again. Just finding that zigzag sensation. Back and forth. Maybe even walking the arms forward, the forearms forward, until the hips come to the ground. Forearm, pushing and pulling, shifting the shoulders, and then zigzagging the shoulders and hips, working your way back. Walking those forearms back. All right, so coming back to your tabletop, wrist under your shoulders, knees under your hips, toes tucked. You're going to press into your hands, press into your toes, float your knees high enough to slide a cell phone. That's our active beast pose. You're going to pull the crown of your head away from your tailbone here, from this active beast. Now we're going to go into shoulder touches. Right hand, left shoulder, back down to the floor. Left hand, left shoulder. So alternating sides. As you make that alternating side touch, feel what the knees and hips are doing. If you're getting a lot of shift, stop that. Let the knees float. As you're touching one side, try not to let the hips move very much. They might move and they will move. And that's okay, but squeezing to keep that to a minimum. Alternating sides. Let's go for 10 seconds from here. 3 seconds. And knees down. Hips forward. So here you're going to lean into that left knee. You're going to take your right foot forward so it's flat on the ground, and then you're going to advance it forward again till your heel's on the ground, the toes up. You're going to shift the hips back, find that reach and stretch, add a little bend to the right knee. Reach down. Maybe hands on the ground, hands on the leg. Hands on the toes. And when you come back, foot flat, little hula hoop, both directions. Right knee down, left foot flat in front, little hula hoop, left heel down, keeping that micro bend in your knee. Flex the toes up, lean down, maybe to the fingers to the ground, maybe to the left toes, flex them towards your head. Pull your left heel towards your right knee as you breathe and stretch. Big inhales and exhales here. Sit up, left foot down, hula hoops, both directions. Left knee down, hands coming back down. Here we go. So now we just did shoulder taps from the beast with the knees floating. Now we're going to add elbow drive. So in elbow drive, you're going to let that left hand come right in front of the left shoulder, up high in front of the left shoulder, and then that left elbow, as you come up with the hand, the left elbow is going to brush the side and come up high like a shark fin. So somewhere from the front, I think it's a shark fin. Don't be scared. Left hand down. Then you're going to switch sides. Right hand up, elbow brushing the side, make that shark fin, come right back down. So we're doing that from the toes, starting in 3 for 20 seconds. 2, 1, active beast. Find that elbow drive. Nice and slow and controlled. Hand comes right in front of the shoulder, elbow brushes the side, coming up high. Press it right back down. Your knees are still hovering high enough to slide a cell phone. Controlling that draw and tension tight, everything in tight to the body. Exhale back down. Knees down, a couple seconds to rest, untuck the toes, maybe some taps. All right, so that was only a short burst. Now we're going to take it a little further. So we're going to combine those two moves. We're going to go right shoulder, right elbow, left elbow, okay? All from the toes. Starting in 3. We're going to keep that continuous. 3, 2, 1, 30 seconds, and go. Right shoulder, left shoulder, right elbow, left elbow. So you can go nice and slow with that. Or you can go for speed. 10 seconds. And time. Woo. Hips forward, toes tucked back behind, shifting for these big hula hoops. And then reverse. One more time through. Right. So now we're going to go into these beast politicians. So beast politicians, wrists under the shoulders, toes tucked, floating your knees. Starting with the left hand. You're going to inhale, left arm forward. Trying to get the left arm by your bicep or left bicep by your ear when you extend it out. And your gaze is not going to be forward as you look to shake the hand. Your gaze is going to be looking down to the floor. You're shaking the hand without making eye contact, and then back down. We're going to be alternating arms. And so a good politician handshake, a beast politician handshake, not to be confused. A beast politician handshake is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right? That's the official beast politician handshake. So we're going to alternate sides like that. Arm by the ear, gaze at the floor. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, here we go. We're going for 20 seconds. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Driving into the toes, keeping the knees floating high enough to slide a cell phone underneath. And get that 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Keep it going. Ten seconds. 2 more. And relax. Woo. Breathing deep. Arms are starting to get warm. We're going to take our arms through these circles. Inhale, reach up high. Bend the elbows, sit the hips back. Exhale. Let the arms release. Reset. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, elbows, drive it down. Inhale, hips forward, arms up. Exhale, elbows wide, sit those hips back. Inhale. Exhale. As you're coming back, you're also carving those elbows back as you're sitting the hips back. 2 more breaths. All right, reset. Now we're putting it all together. We got the shoulder from the knees. Not from the knees. Floating the knees. We got shoulder tap. Bam. Bam. Right shoulder, left shoulder. Then we got elbow drives. Right elbow. Left elbow. Then we got beast politicians. Right arm looking down. Left arm. Then we're going back. Shoulders. Elbow drives. Politicians. All back to back to back. So we're going to take 15 seconds here. Visualizing yourself doing that. Letting your nostrils flare as you inhale. Exhaling through the mouth. Releasing any pressure. Inhale, recharging. Exhale, let it go. Charge up. Let it go. Charge up. Let it go. One more big inhale. Charge up. Let it go. All right, let's do this. We're going 30 seconds. Those 3 different moves: shoulder taps, elbow drives, beast politicians. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So maybe you're keeping it nice and slow and controlled. Shoulder tap, elbow drive, hand in front of the shoulder, elbow brushes the side, beast politician looking down, long spine. Then you start to speed that joker up. Keeping your breath steady. Oops. And relax. Big inhales and exhales. Working your recovery breath. All right, so we're going to find downward facing dog. So from your beast, toes tucked, lift those hips back and high, step, take a step to the back of your mat. Keep as much bend in your knees as you need. Think of pressing the crown of your head away from where your thumbs touch your mat. So in order to do that, you gotta let the chest come closer to your thighs, really extending the arms. Big inhales and exhales. So we're gonna go into this move called the dive bomb push-up. From this down dog shape, you're gonna inhale, let the elbows bend wide. You can exhale, straighten the elbows. So it's gonna look like this. Inhale, elbows bend. Exhale, they straighten. And it can be a small range of motion. Okay, that's our move. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. Inhale to bend the elbows, exhale to straighten them, using your breath to guide your tempo. As much bend in your knees as you need. It's like you're sliding up and down a zip line from your back of your head, back of your neck, mid back, and lower back. That was crazy. Somehow I got kicked off. Hopefully you're still here. Hit that refresh. All right. So go ahead and work your way up to a stand. Shaking out those arms. Let the arms find their first comeback. Sweating. It's like it's a hot under or something. All right, so at your space, you're gonna let the feet come under your armpits, parallel. So just wider than your hips. Here you're gonna add a little bend to the knees. The feet are pressing down into the floor, but you're also pulling your feet apart, trying to get the hips to engage, thighs to engage, the outside line of muscle to engage. Then here, hands on the hips, you're gonna tuck your belt buckle underneath, turn it down toward the floor. So we're working this pelvic tilt. All right. So So now we're going to take that pelvic tilt from side to side. So tip the hips to one side, then the other side, and an easy way to get that going. Left leg straight, right knee bends. The hips shift to the straight leg side, the left leg, and then switch. Straighten the right leg, hips shift to the right, left leg bends. So side to side. Okay, feeling those hips really tilt from side to side. All right, now you're going to put that together. One side, belt buckle forward, tilt the other side, belt buckle turns down. And so you're going to make all these robotic moves start to blend in until you have some small salsa circles, all directions. Think fitness, serious face, speed it up, and then relax that out. We're going to change directions. The direction, you might have to break it back down to the fundamentals to get that other side going and then smooth it out. You're going to feel that one direction feels smoother than the other unless you practice both ways every day. I do this while I brush my teeth. And then standing tall. All right. So the hips are a little bit more aware. You're going to put the left leg into the floor. You're going to inhale your right knee high as you can lift it. Once you get it as high as you can lift it a little higher. You got a little more in there. A little more length, a little bit higher. And then now push your left foot stronger into the floor and then lift your right knee higher. In that opposition, left foot pushes down, right knee drives up. You can get a little higher. And then go ahead and grab that right knee with both hands. Pull the heel in tighter and then find that lift. As the shoulders pull back and chest is proud, you're able to pull that right knee even higher. So flex the right toes up, keep the right heel tucked in tight, proud through the chest. Slowly take the left hand. Let's see if I can change so you can see. Take the left hand off. Keep that height of your knee, toes flexed up. Take the right hand off. Maintain tall right there. So you're continuously driving the right knee up as the left leg pushes down. If the knee lags down, like mine's already starting to do, woo, right. Pull that right leg back up. Shoulders back and down, proud through the chest. Again, trying to get to where no hands are on the knee. It's high as you can hold it. Flexing and breathing. And then this is where the work starts. You're going to inhale. Keep the toes flexed toward the knee. You're going to extend the leg long. Exhale, rebend. Keep it high. Inhale. Extend forward. Exhale, rebend. 2 more times. Inhale to extend. Exhale, rebend. 1 more time. Inhale to extend. Push that left foot into the ground strong. Exhale, rebend, and down to the floor, hands to the hips. Find that side-to-side hip shift. Relieve the glutes. That side-to-side shift of the hips lets the glute muscles kind of fan in an engagement, but also in a stretch. That's what we want after driving through the hips. All right, going even further. Left foot driving into the ground. Right knee is going to be high. High as you can lift it. And then you're going to open it to the right. Far as you can open it. You're going to keep pulling that right knee to the back of your space while your hips start to open up forward. So from here, you're going to pull that right knee up and further back. As you pull the right knee back, that left shoulder is going to draw back too. So proud chest, right shoulder up and back. And then take the hand off, hands to heart center. Try to remain tall, pressing that left foot into the ground, getting the crown of your head and your chest away from that left foot. The right knee, the right knee is driving up and back. Once you find that stillness, pull that right knee higher and keep it there. If you fall out of it like I just did, shake it out because my shit is cramping. Shake it out, reset, knee up, knee out, pull it high. Hands to heart center, standing tall. Now we're going to work it. Inhale, extend that right leg. Exhale to rebend. Inhale to extend. Exhale to rebend. Ooh, man, 2 more times. Inhale to extend. Exhale to rebend. 1 more time. Inhale to extend. Exhale, rebend. and then down to the floor. Ooh. Find those circles. Oh man. You know, my lower back was hurting previously for this yoga class that I taught. Kind of loosened it up with the yoga. And then when we started this, I was like, man, it's still a little tight, still kind of hurts. I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to do feeling good. Well, already doing this, blowing out the glute and the hips actually pull that tension out of the lower back. So you might feel it in the back, rooting from a different place, and doing things that include the entire body and listening to your body are ways that you can figure out how to loosen anything that's tight. All right, switching sides. Right foot strong into the ground. Left knee, high knee. You're gonna get it up high and you're gonna flex even higher. And when you think you're at your max, then you're gonna press that right foot into the ground. Find that you can lift it even higher. Go ahead and grab the left knee. Flex the toes, pull it in tight, proud chest. Pull it even higher. Take the left hand off and maintain. You're okay. Keeping the flex, take the right hand off, maintain. If the knee immediately lags down, pull it right back up. Reassured that it can stay at that high point. Remove the hands, holding strong here. Pushing strong into the right foot, down into the ground, left knee driving high. Using your breath, inhale, left leg extends. Exhale, rebend. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight, it doesn't have to be perfectly high. Inhale to extend. Exhale to rebend. I can tell this side already is less awesome at being straight than the other side. Inhale to extend. Exhale to rebend. One more time. Inhale to extend. Standing tall. Exhale to rebend. Left foot down. Find some relief. Oof. All right. Big inhales and exhales. Stay with me here. This isn't the fun part, I'll tell you that. All right. Right foot back on it. Doing work. Right foot grounded. Your left knee is driving high. Left knees, stand this way. Left knees open into the back of the room. As the hips, oh man, this side's already tired. Left knee to the back of the room, hips squeeze forward. Grab the knee, pull it higher, further back, as your right shoulder counterbalances the left knee drawn back. Maybe take the hands to heart center. Oh, okay. Get in your place. Left knee up and back. Come on, left leg. Pressing the right leg strong. Finding that height, that length through the crown of your head. Left knee pulling back. Right hip squeezing forward. Left hip squeezing forward. Here, working that extension. Inhale, left leg straight. Exhale, rebend. Inhale to straighten. Exhale, rebend. Standing tall. Inhale to straighten. Exhale, rebend. Now I gotta open the arms up. Inhale to extend. Exhale to rebend. Do one more. Inhale, extend. Exhale to rebend and back down. Oh, that wasn't awesome for me. Breathing deep. Hula hoops. Salsa circles. Anything you want. Little crump it out. Now, at the back of your mat, you're going to inhale. Swing the hands up high. Bounce on your tippy toes. Exhale. Chop and hinge. Let those fingers wash up toward the sky and then over the top of your body. Ground through the legs. Inhale, sweep up to the tippy toes. Exhale, ground the heels. Hips go back. Hinge, chop, swing over the top. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, chop and hinge. Inhale, sweep up. Rise. Exhale, chop and hinge. Taking your time here. Ground and moving energy. Move it up. Ground, absorb, draw it down. Pull it up. Pull it down. Taking 10 breaths here. Big inhales, big exhales. 10 cycles of breath. Taking 5 more cycles of breath. pulling your feet away from each other as you hinge. Rise into the toes as you lift. 2 more breaths. And then slowly walk the hands down to your mat tabletop. So from your tabletop, we're going to come back into our beast pose. Toes tucked. Press to float the knees. So from this beast pose, we're going to go into an open twist. Inhale. Left hand to heart. Left elbow to sky. Left fingers to sky. Swing forward and back down. Keeping knees floating. Inhale up to the sky. Exhale forward and down. Keep it going. We're going 15 seconds. Inhale to roll up. Exhale to come back down. So the hips are not twisting. The torso and upper body is twisting. They are twisting. And relax. Working your breath. Big inhales and exhales. So here we're going to go into this arm bow with the beast. It's our first step with our explosive arm movements from our beast position. And to get into this arm bow, we're going to have to first find an elbow lock. Elbow lock starts when you put your hands into the ground and you can rotate your elbows. You can twist them out to let them bend wide. You can rotate them in to let them bend narrow, okay? So for this first move, the arm bow, you want your hands under your shoulders and then feel that twist of the elbows, rotating in both directions, see what you got, see what you're working with, and then sweating like a maniac, which is good. Then you're going to rotate those elbows to point toward the knees. Bend the elbows, and they should bend toward the knees narrow. You can see my elbows are bending narrow versus bending wide. Okay, that's what we want. So here we're just going to pump out these arm bows. So you can let the hips stay where they are, and so the arm bow happens through the hinge of the hips and the bend of the arms and straightening of the arms. The shoulders are not moving back and forth. You're not moving your body back and forth. The hips aren't moving back and forth. It's just the bend of the arms and the straightening of the arms. That's what we want right here. We're going to go round one, both arms bending, narrow. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, 20 seconds, and begin. Inhale to bend them. Exhale to straighten them. The more weight you put in your hands, the more difficult, more resistance you have on your press and lowering. If you put more weight in the legs, you can feel less weight in the arms. Okay? As the arms get toasted, you can shift into the legs. All right, relax. Here you're going to inhale your right hand up, and then you're going to exhale, lean your left fingers down, right hand reaches higher. Inhale the left hand up, right hand down. Exhale to find that lean toward the floor. Inhale to switch hands. Exhale to lean. Inhale to come up. Exhale to lean. Keep it going. Inhale to reach up. Exhale to lean. Hips go to the side as well. Inhale to switch arms. Exhale to lean. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Couple more times. All right. Coming back down. So, floating the knees, tuck the toes, going into those arm bows. This time, you're going to go one arm bow narrow. You're going to widen the hands, and then you're going to let the elbows turn wide for a wide. Narrow hands, narrow elbows, lower, press. Wide hands, wide elbows, lower, press. Okay? You're doing all that from the toes. So knees are going to be floating. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. Narrow. Wide. Narrow. Wide. Narrow. Wide. Narrow. Wide. Keep it going. Five seconds. And relax. Breathing deep. Big inhales and exhales. Maybe you're using your side tilt. Exhales, you shift the hips to one side. Inhale through the center. Coming back down. So here we're going to go hands narrow, elbows bend and narrow. You're going to walk your knees back. Here you're going to lower all the way down to the chest with your elbows narrow to the body. And you're going to press back up to the knees. Hips go back, heart forward, pulling yourself forward, come down. Press, shift hips, shift back. You push the arms, get the stretch in the lats. Your triceps a little bit, then you pull with the arms. Bend the elbows in narrow, come down to that push-up. Press up, press back, pull up, lower down. That's your move. Okay, that's level 1. Okay, I'll give you one more bonus. You can go to level 2. Come forward. Toes come down. One push-up. Press back. Push-up. Knees, go back. Okay? That's your option number 2. Here we go. Starting in 3. 1 minute. 2, 1, and let's go. Find that variation that feels good to you. Push, pull from the knees, or you can go down to the chest, toes, push up, knees, push, pull your way back. And 10 seconds. Last 10 seconds. And time. Breathing deep. Find your reach and lean. Hips, shifts, hips shift away from where the fingers touch down. Really trying to focus on shifting the hips side to side to let that touch happen. All right, making your way back to that beast. So from your beast here, you're going to tuck your toes, lift your hips, find your down dog. Take a step to the back of your mat, pull the chest toward the thighs, bend the knees, keep your spine long. Then you're going to take these strong steps with the hands, one hand length at a time. So as I take my right hand back, I'm placing the right hand, the fingertips where the heel of my hand last was. So I'm only going one hand length at a time as I walk myself back. Give myself a lot more steps as I walk my hands all the way to the back of my mat. Hands on the tops of my thighs. I'm going to push those back. Inhale, pull the crown of my head long. Exhale, stomach and thighs touch. Hands come back down, lean into my hands as I walk. One hand length at a time forward. All the way to high plank. You're going to walk your way back. Your high plank. Walking your way back. That's your move. Keep it going. Breathing deep. We're going to go 1 minute here. Maybe when you get to the top of your plank, you can do knee to wrist, knee to opposite wrist, rapid fire, and then work your way back. Walking yourself one hand at a time, taking your time on that walk out and walk back. Same side, knee to wrist, opposite, little rapid fire. Walk your way back. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, fold. Ten seconds. And relax. Walking your way to where your feet are under your armpits. Toes tilted out. Hands on the hips. You're going to push the hips back. So you exhale, hinging. Inhale, stand tall, hips come forward. Exhale to hinge. Inhale, high knee. Both feet down, exhale to hinge. Opposite high knee. Keep it going. Hips pull back. Hips pull forward, high knee. Ground, hips pull back. Inhale, hips pull forward, high knee. Exhale to hinge. Inhale, high knee. Keep it going. All right, feet under the armpits, toes tilted out. Working your primal squat here. 1 second. Sweat in my eyes. Okay. Feet under the armpits, toes tilted out. Working this primal squat. Inhale, ground through the feet. Your feet are pushing down, but you're also pulling them apart. Maybe even finding this corkscrew sensation. Twisting the feet to let the hips engage, the glutes, inner thigh. You're going to squeeze the hips forward, palms forward, proud chest. Take your gaze not just forward, but out and up. Big inhale here. You're going to draw your hips back and down. Letting the hands come inside the knees. You're flexing your knees wide and the butt muscles like you're trying to tear your mat down the center, making room for your arms and torso to come down. Inhale, squeeze forward, stand tall. Exhale, knees wide and low. Inhale. Exhale. Find that rhythm for you. Today, you want to keep flat feet into the floor, not coming up to the toes when you come down. If that's the case, adjust the feet so that the feet stay down. Maybe you're not going down as far, but the feet stay engaged, pushing down and pulling apart throughout your full range of motion. Or you might be one of those people that can just completely hang out at the very bottom of the squat with zero effort. If that's the case, in your squats, you're going to want to come down just before the bottom so you're staying engaged and able to keep your spine erect. It is okay, however, if you want to come down in this squat because we're not loaded with weight, to let the back round and roll in the bottom of your squat versus keeping a squat as if we were loaded with weights. So listening to your body here, find these deep squats, and we're continuous. Exhale to lower, inhale to stand tall. We're going to add a little to this. We're going to find a high knee drive. Exhale to lower, inhale, drive the knee up high. That knee is going to be kind of tight to the body, and then ground it right back down. Find your squat. Driving high knee, lower to the squat. You can keep that movement slow and controlled. Or you can start to work an acceleration. Stand up and then pull that, rip the foot off the ground, ease into your squat, ripping it off the ground after you're already standing up. Maybe you're just slowly driving it out. Coming out of the squat, driving from the bottom of the squat. We need 20 seconds. Keep it going. Continuously pulling the feet away from each other. As you lower down, those butt muscles are flexed and engaged. Thighs are engaged. Hamstrings. You're pulling your hips back, keeping the backs of the legs engaged. 8 seconds. Let's finish this. 4 seconds. And relax, shaking it out. Working your recovery breath. Giant inhales and exhales. All right, so at the top of your space, we're going to work on this reverse lunge. Your feet are under your armpits, but you're stepping on 2 separate train tracks. Okay, you're going to put weight in your left leg. You're going to let your right foot slide on its own train track straight to the back of your mat. You're going to bend both knees, and you're going to drive through both legs to a high knee. Reset on the foot on the train track. Left foot back on the train track, bend both knees, left knee toward that train track. Don't touch it, and then push off through both legs, high knee. Train track. Reset. Toes back, knee back, drive, reset. Toes back, knee back, drive, reset. That's your move. Taking a couple of breaths here, recovering. Maybe practicing that move, feeling your balance. Again, feet on 2 separate train tracks so that you have equal balance behind your hips as you step back. Okay? Starting in 3, 2, 1, 60 seconds. Let's go to work. Step back, bend, drive, reset. Keep it going. Exhale to reach back and lower down. Inhale to drive and reset. Exhale, touch back, bend down. Inhale to drive and reset. Exhale to touch down and lower. Inhale, drive and reset. Keep it going. All right, relax. A couple seconds to breathe. All right, so here's where it gets good. So, if you haven't felt this, or maybe it's starting to become clear, as you find that ape squat, the bottom of your ape squat, let's say this, trying to make sure I'm still in the camera. You're coming down in that ape squat, okay? In your lunge is still a squat, you're just shifted to one side, and that back leg is back, so it's a single leg squat. Okay, so with that in mind, we're going to put these together as this squat lunge combo. So, come down into your ape squat as you exhale. Inhale, you're going to slide your right foot back into a lunge. Still staying low, you're going to bring your right foot back to the squat. You're going to slide your left foot back to the lunge. So each time, your body's going to shift slightly, weight into one leg more than the other, as that front leg comes from the squat, steps back to the lunge. So you still got this squat on that right leg, you're squatting the whole time. It's what the hip and the lower back do, okay? So, we're going for 60 seconds of awesome. Starting in 10 seconds. Build yourself up mentally. Figure out the footwork. keeping the hips low. And then thinking about you're going to stay at that same level with your hips the entire time. So it's not going to be a coming out of that squat tall into a lunge. You're staying low the whole time. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Your squat. Stepping back with the right leg. Back to the squat. Left leg steps back. Back to the squat. We got a minute right here. These are tough, but you can do it. Trying to keep close to 90 in the knees. 90, 90, 90, 90. Keep it going. Looking so strong. We're right at a third of the way there. Squatting low, stepping back one leg at a time. Holding on, baby, holding on. Woo, keep it going. We got 20 seconds. Last third. Oh yeah, 11 seconds. Staying low on the squat, come on, fight it. And time. Woo! Doing great. Big inhales and exhales. Let those toes turn out wide. Stepping the feet out wide. Finding this guided squat. Big X. Take an inhale. Exhale, knees wide, hands to heart center. Get low. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, guided squat. Flex the knees back. Knees are pulling back. Hips are pulling down. Curl the belt buckle underneath. Holding here, side to side. Find a little bit lower. Oh. And then you're going to push into the knees wide. Let the left shoulder come down. Right shoulder lift. And then switch. Right shoulder down, left shoulder switches. Switch again. And then again. Draw out of that. Straighten it out. Top of your mat. We're going to go into these full lunges. Right foot starting. And begin. Right foot steps back. Both knees bend. Drive into a high knee. Switching legs. Full lunge here. Getting low. Drive into that high knee. We got 30 seconds. Mega high knee. Get it way up there. Lunge. Mega high knee. Come on. Keep it going. And relax. Breathing deep. Coming down to tabletop, hands and knees. Hands and knees. We're going back into these push-ups. Arm bows. So, you got some options. Level 1. You're going to shift forward. Push up. Shift back. Child's pose. Pulling yourself forward. Pivot from the knees. Push up. Push the hips back. Child's pose. That's level 1. Level 2. You're going to keep the knees wide. You're going to find a single leg float. You're going to push down in a child's pose. Pull through tabletop. Extend your right leg back into the right side of your mat. Lower down to the push-up. Left knee's on the ground. Right leg's extended to float. Push off. Both knees down. Child's pose. Pull forward. Left leg straight. Floating to the left side. Right knee's on the ground. Push up. Both knees down, reset. So you're just alternating what leg kicks to float, and you're kicking that leg wide. So it's kind of outside your mat, using your core to calibrate and kind of to calibrate better balance and staying square, okay? So alternating knees, or you're going straight from the toes the whole time, looking like this. Child's pose, floating to loaded beast. Pull forward, push up, push back. Okay? That's your option number 2. Okay? So let me see what you got. From the knees, floating leg, or from the toes. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. 60 seconds. Again, that's from the knees, from one knee, oops, child's float to do the push-up, child's on both knees, float, single leg push-up. Keep it going. Right at that halfway point. Fifteen seconds. Two seconds. 1, and time. Finding your breath. Big inhales and exhales. We're going to work the arms going forward. Send the hips back, reach the fingers back. Inhale, arms wide and high. Exhale, elbows to the hips. Hips back, fingers back. Inhale, arms wide and high. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in deep here. Hips forward, way forward. Hips way back. And relax. All right, so from here, we're going to go into these full beast hops. Got to put the sweat guard down because it's getting real. All right. From your beast, toes tucked. Press into the hands, press into the toes, float the knees. So you got a couple options. We're going beast bow. Floating knees, you're in your beast. You're going to drive the hips back, bend the arms, get as low to the ground as you can, and then returning to your beast. Knees are floating the whole time. Okay? That's level 1. All right, so level 2, you're going to do that same thing, but you're going to hop the hands. Okay, so your hips are going to come back. No, not you're going to hop the hands. You're going to hop the hands and feet, so full beast hop. So level 1 is you're getting low and coming back. Level 2, bend the arms, bend the hips. That's your starting point. You're going to push off the ground to land in that bend arms, bend hip position. Okay, so starting the bend, hop, land in the bend. You're going to keep it continuous. Okay, so we're going to go in 10-second bursts here. Nothing to kill you, just enough to let you realize you're alive. All right, here we go. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So again, that level 1 is just pumping out that beast bow. Maybe you stay here this first round, or you're hopping. 3 seconds, and time. Easy enough, round 1. Take your right hand through big circles. Left hand on your hip. And then reverse. Switch arms. Left hand. Big circles. Right hand on your hip. Follow your gaze to your fingertips. And then switch. coming back down, round 2. Finding your bows, finding your beast top, starting in 3, 2, 1. Activate. 5 seconds, all we need. And time. Big inhales and exhales. Pelvic tilts. Tilt up, tilt down. Side to side. A little harder from the knees, man. And then salsa circles from the knees. You never know. I'm ready. Reverse. Get them shoulders in. Let's get it. Hands back down, toes tucked. Last set. We're going 30 seconds. Full tilt. Holding nothing. Saving nothing. Here we go. Starting in 3. You got the arm bows. Or the full bows. You got the hops. Maybe you're going to hop wide to narrow. Or one side forward, the other side back. So pick your poison. Here we go. 30 seconds this time. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Find your rhythm. And time. Woo! I was feeling that one. I'm not gonna lie. All right, roll to your back. Bend those knees. You're gonna float your feet. You want your shins parallel to the mat. Flex your toes towards your knees. You're gonna place a hand on each side. Right hand on the right thigh. Left hand on, hold on a second. Cramping in the hips. All right, a hand on each side. Shins parallel to the floor, flexing the toes towards your knees. You're gonna push your hands into your legs to push those legs as strong as you can away from your face. And then with the legs, the legs are driving towards your face against the pressure of the arms. Arms versus legs is what we're into right now. All while you press your lower back down into the floor. So you're getting that tuck of your belt buckle towards your chin, pressing the lower back down. You're gonna keep that drive as you press into the legs, legs pressing back, okay? So rest for a second, 10 seconds, that's what I need. One more big inhale. Exhale. Here we go. Legs up, hands to thighs, 3, 2, 1. Let's work 20 seconds and go. Trying to find that tremble through your belly because you're pressing your lower back into the ground so strong. Trying to counterbalance this strong force of the arms and strong force of the legs. Keep it going. Toes flexed toward the knees. We need 10 seconds more. Come on. Keep breathing. Keep driving the lower back down to the floor. Pressing stronger into the legs. Legs pressing back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Whew. Cross the right ankle over the left. Reach into that figure 4 leg cross and grab your left shin. So you got to crunch to get way up there. Grabbing the top of your shin. And then you're going to pull that left knee down towards your left shoulder. Now this is where the stretch starts. Your right knee, you're going to push that away from you, not only with the arm, but with the force of the right knee itself. So that right knee is constantly flexing away from your face as you pull that right ankle in closer to your left shoulder. Breathing deep. You want that hip to twist, the right hip to twist in the socket, pressing down as you press it toward you to get that maximal pigeon variation stretch. Shoulders melt down, neck melts down, head melts down. Keep pulling the left knee and right ankle towards your left shoulder. And then relax. Let the left foot down. Keep that right ankle crossed over your left leg. You're going to let the left knee fall to the left. And so that crossed right foot will come flat to the ground over the top of your left knee. And then from here, you're going to let that right knee fall to the ground. Use your left arm to hold that right knee down. And then you're going to turn your head and look to the right. Breathing giant breaths in and let it go. 3 breath cycles here. Bring the right knee in tight to the belly. Left knee in tight to the belly. Straighten both feet to the ground. Float both feet off the floor. Flex the feet to your toes, hands to the thighs. Pressing strong lower back into the floor. Arms versus legs. 3, 2, 1, and squeeze. Pressing your lower back down. Trying to find that tremble through your torso because the lower back pressing down so strong. Arms into legs, legs into arms. Find that tremble. 10 seconds with me here. Come on, press and breathe. Toes flex towards your knee, don't let them rest. 3 seconds. And relax both feet to the ground. Left ankle over the right knee. Figure 4, leg cross. You're going to use that super crunch to reach in the legs to grab in front of the right knee. Way in front. Intertwine the fingers. Pull that right. Oh, shit. Slipped off. Oh, that hurt. You're going to pull that right shin down to your chest. Keep that cross of the left leg tight. Flex the left toes toward your left knee. Keep bringing the right knee to the right shoulder and then start that stretch by pushing that left knee away from your face. Really getting into that left pigeon hip. Left ankle comes in while the left knee goes away. That's the twist and push in the hip socket that we want. Both shoulders relax down. Keep driving right knee to right shoulder, left knee away from you. Breathing deep. Taking 3 more breath cycles. Big in and big out. Keeping that force constant. Right knee into the left ankle and the left knee away from your face. Keep flexing. Slowly let that rotation happen. Right knee to the right side. Your left foot's going to go flat on the ground. Then you're going to take that left knee, the inside of the left knee down toward the ground. Let your right arm hold the left knee down. Turn and look over the left shoulder. Extend the left arm out long. Breathe in as you twist. Slowly push that left hip down toward the floor. Hug both knees to the chest. Widen the knees. Let the arms go inside the knees to grab the outside edges of your feet. You're going to shine the soles of your feet toward the sky. This is happy baby pose. Keep pulling your shoulders down, the back of your head and neck down, but driving your feet to shine toward the ceiling. Pull your feet apart. Slowly straighten through one leg. Keep the grip. Reset. Slowly straighten through the other leg. Keep the grip. Reset. Straighten through both legs. Try to keep some type of grip. Reset. And then let the legs extend to the front corners. Hands are going to come to heart center. Pressing the palms together strong. Keeping your thumbs hovering over the heart. You're going to press your shoulders down into the floor and lift your heart to your thumbs. Finding that smooth stream of inhale matched by that smooth stream of exhale. Finding your balance. Inhale to fill up. Exhale to empty out. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, empty out. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, empty out. Melt your arms to the outsides of your hips. Let the lips still close. Let your breath wash in and out of the nostrils. Softening your face, softening the back of your head, the back of your shoulders, your mid-back. Softening your lower back. Letting your hips soften. Letting your knees soften. The backs of your legs and ankles soften. Big inhale to fill up. Exhale to release. Taking your time here. You can continue to lay here. Or maybe come up to this seated position. In your seated position here, you can maybe cross one leg in tight, or both legs in tight, or find whatever position feels good. Letting the shoulders start to stack tall over the hips, ears over the shoulders. Relax your face. Relax your thoughts. As thoughts come to your mind, acknowledge them, and then let them wash away. Honing in all components of your breath. Let your nostrils flare as you inhale, pulling the air in through the nostrils, letting it drag over the back of the throat, sending it down into the belly, filling up the mid-body, fill up all the way to your collarbone. Satisfied. Exhale, empty all the way out. Squeeze with the belly, forcing all of the drops of air out of the lungs. When you're ready, take that smooth inhale through the flared nostrils. Let that air drag over the back of the throat, starting to inflate the belly, the mid-body, all the way to the collarbone until you've got your full. Exhale through the nose, squeeze the belly, release all the air completely out, every last drop, and then reward yourself with your next inhale. Fill up. Hold it for as long as you need. Exhale, let go with the pressure that you need to get rid of. Let it go. Pause, empty. You're in control. Reward yourself with the inhale. Let it wash over you like a wave as you fill up. Take as much as you need. Pause. Release and let go. Appreciate your energy today, your effort today. Thank you for improving yourself, because that's going to improve the world. The light in me respects and recognizes the light in each and every one of you. Until the next time, namaste. If you didn't get a chance to get enough decompression or enough stretch, come back to blackswanyoga.com/live, blackswanyoga.com/live, and check out my Awaken Flow. You can do that. I taught at 6 a.m. You can do that right now to double up your bonus. All right, thanks for coming today. Still one little extra. We're doing it again at noon. Check it out. See you. Y'all are awesome. Y'all are awesome.